Everybody always rambles on about healing as if it's always the goal. Fix the wound, move on, make progress, and find peace. But the thing that no one tells you is that healing, real fucking healing, often feels like betrayal. Because sometimes that pain that you feel is the very thing that you have left, the last thing that connects you, the last thread keeping you intertwined with the thing that you lost. It could be a person, it could be a version of yourself, or a dream that died before you ever gave it a chance to breathe. And you'll hold on to the ache, because if you let the ache go, it feels like saying that none of it mattered and that it's gone now. People will always be telling you to move on. Don't dwell, let go, time will heal everything. But they won't see the part of you that doesn't want time to do its job. Because if the pain disappears, what is left? We don't grieve something just because something's gone. Instead, we grieve it because it mattered. And in a strange, paradoxical form, pain becomes the proof that it did, the proof that it mattered to you. That it wasn't just a chapter in your life, it was the chapter, the one that you still reread every single time you're alone. So you keep it close, even if it bleeds and even if it hurts you and it burns. You replay those moments and you linger in the memories. Not because you enjoy suffering, of course, but because in a world that moved on way too fast, you're the only one still holding the candle. And healing feels like blowing that candle out. You are not a weak person for feeling this way. You're not broken. You're simply human. We bond through love. Humans bond through these things, but they also bond through loss. And when that bond is severed, it leaves behind its own shadow. And once you keep tracing, hoping it'll bring you back, it'll hurt you, obviously. I messed up my thoughts there, but all I'm saying is that shadows don't bring you back. All shadows do is remind you of the light that was lost. It reminds you of the absence of the thing. It's okay to hurt, it's okay to be in pain, and it's okay to take your time. But ask yourself one thing when you're doing this grieving. Is it the pain that's keeping you connected, or is it just keeping you stuck? There is a line and a moment where honoring the past turns to living inside of it. And that's when that grief starts to steal from you. And it may start small. You may stop making plans and you may stop dreaming and you may live more in memory than in motion. And you'll tell yourself, I'll never feel that way again. So you don't let yourself feel at all. And that is not healing. All that is hiding from the truth. And I do understand, of course. Healing feels like saying goodbye all over, yet again. Like turning the page far before you finished it. Like before you're ready even. But what if I told you that healing doesn't erase anything? Healing doesn't mean you stop missing them. It means you stop bleeding when you do. Healing isn't forgetting. All it is remembering the story differently. It means the memory doesn't crush you anymore. It means that the love stays, but the weight on your shoulders lightens. It means that you have the ability to smile when you remember, not cry. And nobody can rush you there, of course. Not time, not advice that random people give you, not even yourself. Grief isn't linear, it's a loop, and it revisits, and some days will feel like progress, while others will feel like relapse. And that is a normal feeling, that is honesty, and that is healing in its real, unscripted, raw form. So do not force it, but do not fear it either, because pain is a very, very powerful teacher. But it isn't meant to be somewhere for you to stay. You were not born to carry grief forever. Instead, you were born to feel it, learn from it, and then eventually live beyond it. So when you are ready, let the pain be a stepping stone instead of a prison, instead of a cell. Let it remind you of the thing that you loved, but also of the things that you still can love. Let the pain guide you, not guard you. And know this one little excerpt. Letting go of the pain does not mean letting go of the person, or the past, or the meaning. All it means is that you're just choosing to live in the light once more. And that isn't betrayal, it's growth. And it's one of the hardest, bravest things that you will ever do as a person.